last video in the Chapter 5 Practice Test series, and we are looking at questions 8, 9, and 10. Now, number 8 is a throwback. We covered this one back in the original lesson, and it talks about which of the following statements being true, and it's really this idea of mutually exclusive versus independent, and how mutually exclusive does not equal independence. And so right away, I'm looking at this and I can remember and recall, I can go through, read them all on it. But here's why mutually exclusive does not equal independent. Mutually exclusive says you have event A and you have event B, and they have nothing in common. There's no intersection for it. And what independence says is that if you have an event and we have event B, that probability for event B will not change even if event A occurs first. So the probability of B given A is going to still equal the probability of B. B is not influenced. It's not affected by event A. That probability is consistent no matter what. And so to the right is independence. To the left is mutually exclusive. Now, why are they not equal? And they're not equal because if event A occurs, mutually exclusive means they have nothing in common. And if event A occurs first, there is no way for event B to occur. Is event A occurs, there is no part of B inside of event A. There's no overlapping, which means event B cannot occur, so therefore event B is influenced. It is affected by event A. So mutually exclusive cannot mean independence, because if they have nothing in common, if there is no overlapping, and the one event occurs, it guarantees the other event cannot occur, which means it has been affected. The probability of B, the original B, has been affected. And so you can see if I'm choosing A, there's no overlapping there. So the answer for this one is E. If A and B are independent, they cannot be mutually exclusive on it. So that was a throwback to the lesson that we did. Let's look at number 9. Choose an American adult at random. The probability that you choose a woman is 0.52. So I'm going to write this down, kind of outline what I'm given. The probability of a woman is 0.52. The probability that the person you choose has never married is 0.25. So the probability of never married is 0.25. The probability that you choose a woman who has never married, so that is a woman, and so I'm going to do intersection, married, not married, sorry, is going to be 0.11. And I wrote down 0.52, looking at it instead of 0.25. Alright, so here's what we have. We're being asked the probability that the person you choose is either a woman or has never been married or both. So that would be the probability of a woman or not married. And to do that, we have to find the probability of a woman first, add the probability of not married, and then realize may be overlapping. And we know there's overlapping because we do see it. So I'm going to subtract the probability of the intersection, woman, and the pen is not working right for the OneNote, so we'll say woman, or I need to write slower, and not married. So I'm going to do those probabilities on it. So let's try this out. We're given all of those. We're given the probability of woman, we're given the probability of not married, and we're given the intersection. That's what I outlined for the prompt. So I'm going to take 0.52, I'm going to add 0.25, and I'm going to subtract 0.11. And in that case, I will get 0.66 on those. Yay, I have the right answer. However, why are the other ones wrong? Well, if we look at choice A, where it says 0.77, what that did is that did not remove the overlap. It only found the probability of woman plus the probability of not married. It did not subtract the intersection. It did not take in consideration that 0.11 for it. So that one is probably one of the most chosen wrong answers that we're looking at. So keep that in mind when you're reading it, is outline what you're given, write it in the formula, understand what you're supposed to go through. Now number 10, the last one. You have a deck of cards, 52. There are 12 face cards in a whole set. That's nice that they tell us that. The jack, the queen, the king. So there's 3 face cards for each suit, 4 suits, 3 times 4, fundamental accounting principle, 12. And so if you shuffle and you turn over the top 3 cards, one after the other, now this phrase, one after the other, that phrase is the idea of without replacement. So without replacement on it, which means when I turn over the first card, I have a 12 out of 52 chance of getting a face card. If I turn over the second card, well, now I only have 51. And I have a chance of 11 face cards. If that first one was a face card, 12 out of 52, that event occurred. Well, now one face card is gone, so I have 11. And I turn over the next one. So it's going to be 10 out of 50, because now there's only 50 cards in the deck. And so therefore, if I take 12 times 11 times 10, I divide by the quantity, 52 times 51 times 50, I'm going to get something that is close to 0.010. It's like 0.099 something. And so we have that. And so if I do and the multiplication, I'm going to get that answer. Now what I'm doing over here with my calculator is, I forgot to check this before, but I'm going to go ahead and assume I'm right because that happens quite frequently, is if I do 12 cubed divided by 52 cubed. So why am I doing those numbers? Is I'm pretending there is no that there is replacement. If I were to do the probability of just flipping over face card, 12 out of 52, replace the card, 12 out of 52, replace the card, 12 out of 52, 12 cubed over 52 cubed. Now I used blue, I shouldn't have done that, I should have used red because that's wrong. But if I would have done that, that would have given me 0.0122 something, which is this answer right here. So choice D is probably their trick answer. It does the, hey, we've replaced our cards after you do them, but it says one after the other, and that's where without replacement comes in. So that little snippet in that multiple choice is crucial to getting the right answer. Otherwise, you'll get an answer, choice D, which is wrong because it does not follow the prompt of without replacement for it. So always understand where they get the answers for the multiple choice to get better at the multiple choice. And that is the end of the video.